Hello and welcome to BRIT Live. I'm Georgia Mategavu.
And I'm Kieran Taylor-Ford.
And I'm Luke Martin. Sadly, Meg can't be with us here today because she has a big performance, but we wish her the best of luck.
Coming up on the show, the ultimate seminar has taken place at the University of Westminster. We visited to find out more about getting into the music industry and hearing from top professionals.
Musical theatre have surprised the school with a lunchtime performance in the foyer with different groups singing a range of songs.
The theatre department has held its annual day of powerful political protests, and you'll get to see why I got covered in cold red paint.
Get a glimpse of the magic behind the madness with a behind-the-scenes look at the BRIT Live.
And find out why I look like a caveman.
Plus, if you don't already go to the BRIT School, then now is your chance to apply. Key Stage 4 applications close on the 5th of January, and creative arts subjects at Post 16 close on the 26th of January.
But first up, we're going to take a look at the Ignite dance competition, where dance students formed their own groups, choreographed their own performances, and battled it out to become the Ignite dance champions.
Here's Joe with more.
I'm here at Ignite Dance, where we're learning all about the dances that have been choreographed by dancers across the school.
My name is Shane and I'm 17 years old.
Hi, my name is Joshua Craigie. I'm in Year 12 Dance Strand and I'm 16 years old.
Hi, my name is Isabel Watara and I'm 16 years old.
Why do you want to get involved in Ignite choreographic platform?
I thought it would be a really good idea, just to, because I like sometimes expressing myself like through movement, and I thought, maybe it would be a good idea to, share that, because I usually keep it to myself.
So for Dance Strand people, we're always the ones being choreographed. So, we don't get a chance to show off our full potential and our full strength. And for me, Ignite is a nice way to show what you can do and to show what your talents are and to just be creative with yourself and whoever you choose to choreograph.
I think it's a good place to show off my creative skills and being able to work with someone and just enjoy myself.
How did you create your choreography?
I created my choreography through, I'd say, just like sitting down and I think it was more thought-based and visual in a way. So, and then when I kind of brought the movement to life, I kind of evolved it, exaggerated it some more, and it's like a storm of ideas.
I kind of just came up with the storyline, and it was kind of a struggle because I'm like, okay, what is the storyline going to be? And then I kind of just played around with different music, kind of improvised a bit, and I was just like, oh, this makes sense, and then it all fell into place after that.
Why is Ignite a good platform to share your own work?
I think because it allows people from different strands, different abilities just to come together and dance and enjoy themselves and showcase what that they've put together that has nothing to do with what teachers do.
It's a good platform to share my work because it's a way of how people can recognize who I am.
Because for me, Ignite, I've always wanted to be a choreographer, so it's a nice way to test my skills and to improve and to see what people think of my choreography.
I think it's just mainly emotion, to be quite honest with you, and because I'm quite a,
Energetic.
energetic person, but there's times where I can be chilled. So
Congratulations to Jessica and Clyde for winning the judges' vote with their duet, and to Robbie Ordona, who won the audience vote with his piece City of Angels.
Yes, a huge well done to all the contestants in Ignite Dance.
Now, once a year, the theatre department holds a political protest day where students campaign around the school with issues that they feel strongly about.
This year, there were a range of matters from animal cruelty to votes for prisoners, which shocked, informed, and challenged onlookers. Let's have a look.
It's Political Protest Day at the BRIT School. It's come round again, and this year theatre students are focusing on human rights, animal testing and the NHS. Which one's your favourite? Which one kind of makes the hits hardest?
There's one in there about masculinity that these boys do, and it's really good because it uses, I don't know, they kind of make kind of music and they grab your attention.
Yeah.
And it's very clear and it's different. There's a couple in there that are quite there's a girl in a cage like screaming, and it got a bit too much for me. She was like shaking about, and I just like, oh, I can't watch that. It's just too much.
Is she breathing?
Someone take her pulse!
Where's her mother?
Someone help her! Help! Take her money! Take her jacket!
So you guys are both year 12, right? Which means this is one of your first performances?
Yeah, it's our first performance in front of the rest of the school, so it was kind of like a moment to step up.
Yeah.
Yeah, to share what year 12 theatre has to offer, I suppose.
So what was your political protest about?
Catcalling.
Yeah, we were doing on like how catcalling is seen as normal and it's not considered abuse. It's kind of just accepted.
It's like the norm, really.
That's very topical as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
What was your political protest?
It was about male suicide, and we believe that people don't take it serious, and it needs to be it needs to have more of an awareness.
Mayfield! Men enough! That's enough! Get in 2 lines!
So how did you... What was the process to come up with your idea?
The process was, firstly, we got split into groups, and us all being friends, and all males, we thought, why not talk about male suicide? Or any other male-related topic, but we kind of decided just to go down male suicide route, also chip in other stuff. So, for instance, my character was love, Taj's anxiety, depression, drugs, anxiety, and he was the leader, the sorority leader. So basically, it all came from all inspiration came from a film called Burning Sands, and that's where some of the movements came from, and like the drop, the bind up, the initial pride, and it all inspired off each other, and it was just a bit of hard work, and we created that.
Well, Luke is in Theatre Strand and was taking part in the political protest this year. Can you tell us a bit about what you were covering?
So with our group, we were covering the idea of consent and like what consent is, not only in like society and in people's heads, but also like what it is in the law. And we were protesting for a clearer definition of consent in the law.
So how did your group come up with the idea for the protest piece?
So basically what happened is, what theatre wanted to do, what the teachers really wanted to do is they didn't want this protest to be the teachers going, this is a political issue and this is how you're going to protest it. They gave the students a lot of freedom. They really gave us, they wanted us to put our voice out there. So we all chose what we wanted to protest, and we came together as a group and formed it ourselves completely independently. Because what the theatre teachers really wanted to promote were young people getting involved in politics, seeing the importance of it, and understanding that we can have a voice. And we can use like theatre and music and like performing arts to get our voices out there and get our opinions heard and like change things.
It's good. So what was it like getting covered in red paint, acting out in front of like all these crowds of people just coming to watch?
So not gonna lie, when I first joined BRIT 2 years ago, did not expect to be here today.
Why not?
Well, you know, when you join, you don't expect to be sat in just shorts and a t-shirt in freezing cold, getting covered in red paint. But it was interesting because I think because it was such an odd image to see, a lot of people did come over and were a bit like, what's going on here? And they came over because they were very like confused or shocked, and they looked at us, and some of them laughed and walked off, but some of them actually like stayed and saw like the posters we put up with the information, and I could actually hear some of the crowd actually discussing the issue and discussing how they would fix it and what their opinions were, which is really good and like really nice to see that what we were doing was having an effect and making people think.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Luke.
Welcome.
I'm not trying to say I did a better job than Luke, but I did do a better job than Luke.
Humble much. Now, here at Brit Live, we'd like to say a massive thanks to Apple Music and Sam Smith for having the Brit School at the launch of his documentary and new album, The Thrill of It All, at the Tate Modern, as well as to the BBC for having us at U2's gig in Abbey Road Studios for U2 at the BBC.
Got there in the end.
Yeah, I tried.
Next up, over at University of Westminster, Creating Vision have held their annual Ultimate Seminar, a yearly event where people aspiring to be in the music industry can go to hear from top professionals. We went along with Access All Areas to get some advice for Brit School students, as Jamie reports.
Today I'm at the Ultimate Seminar, where there are loads of music industry professionals here in the University of Westminster to give you some of their top tips.
And weirdly, because we came across each other pretty recently, in fact, looking at my the first actually look at the decks, the first one, you see the book of wine.
Ultimate Seminar is an all-day seminar. It's free to all attendees, and it's an opportunity to give people an inside view, first-hand knowledge into the creative industries with people they wouldn't normally be able to get a meeting with one-to-one.
Our catchphrase is be about your business. That's the seminar all over. We're like, look, in order for that to survive, you have to understand and shine a light on the other sides of the industry. And the other sides, imagine a huge pyramid and the artist being sat on the top. All the industry part of it is the bits that are underneath. And that's a massive section. That's where most of the people are employed. So that's what we shine a light on.
There are 7 different panels taking place in here throughout the day in this extremely unique event, which is already trending on Twitter.
My main tips would be to play to your strengths. So if you're naturally sociable, doing A&R, doing PR, stuff like that is ideal. If you have a real strong moral stance and care about people building their career, maybe HR's for you. If you have a vision for campaigns, maybe marketing's for you. But I play to your natural qualities and strengths and build out from there. That's the advice I'd give.
What kind of stuff do you look for, listen for in artists when you're trying to get them?
Well, I mean, I think I liked it's music that I like. I think, but then I also look into. I think it's really about the people who I think I want the people to. People who I feel like have ambition and want to be great, and not really trying to do the same thing everybody else is doing. That's what I'm looking for in artists that I want to work with. Yes.
What advice would you give to young people trying to get into the industry?
I think there is perseverance. I think you're going to hear no loads of times, but it only really takes one yes. So you just got to keep going, and it will happen for you in eventually. Yes.
The barriers now are down. Before you had to have a record deal, you had to go to a recording studio, you needed money behind you to do that, or the record label would give you money, or someone would help you, and now you can have all your equipment in your bedroom. You can be anywhere in the world, and it also means there's so much music out there. How do you differentiate yourself? And I think, like people were talking earlier today, tell your story. Like, what do you stand for? Why are you making music? Why are you a songwriter? Why do you want to be in the music industry? What do you really believe in? If it's just to be just have a one-hit record, then that's fine, but you're not going to be around in 10 years. So I think it's made it so much easier for young people to get into the industry, and there's so much amazing music out there. There really is.
Do you think that YouTube and Google Play Music are actually changing the way that people listen to or even watch music?
I think YouTube plays an amazing role in changing the way that people interact with music, the way artists find their audience, and the way that fans discover it. There's no gatekeeper there, so anybody can get involved. And if you're creative and smart and you have great music, is really the core of it always.
It has been a fantastic day learning about the music industry, the anatomy of songwriting, getting inspired, and doing it your own way.
Now, last week, Year 13 Musical Theatre sang in the main foyer. Let's take a look at a Facebook Live video of the surprise performance.
Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more. Don't you come back no more. Don't you come back no more. Don't you come back.
certainly brightened up my lunchtime. And if you want to see more of that, then you can watch it on the Brit School's Facebook page where it was live streamed.
All right, now for the moment you've all been waiting for. It's the game. So I must ask you a question. What's this month's game, Georgia?
Well, Kieran, with the theme of Movember, we'll put your moustaches to the test. Here's the game. So we have Amy here, who is going to fill these lovely lads' moustaches, and I think she's going to guess rate who's the best, or whatever, or whichever one. So you have contestant number 1 right now, Amy. If you can, and then you're right in front of him. Guide yourself to his moustache. Do you have any commentary for his moustache?
Yeah, it's good. It feels like strong moustache.
Amy likes the bristles. Okay, contestant number. Yeah. So what do you think that is at?
Like a solid 9, maybe even 10. But
Oh.
I don't know because I've not felt the others yet.
Okay. So number 2.
Ooh, this one isn't quite as thick. Oh, got a bit of a beard going on as well. It's good, but it's not quite the same. Maybe a 6 or 7.
6 or 7. That's the next person. That's me. So next one, got there.
Oh, very fluffy. Yeah, it doesn't feel quite. Oh, very smooth. The rest of the face. Yeah, I'm not feeling that one. Maybe like 4.
Oh. Okay, next mustache. He's there.
Well, this one's bristly again, like the first. Oh, there's some bristles around. I'm not sure it's quite as good. Maybe an 8.
Right here.
Ooh, again, very smooth face and very, very fluffy mustache. Not feeling the bristles. It's like a baby face. I'm giving this like a 4 as well.
Cool. So, I don't know what to. Come stand here. All right. Should we take off the mustache off her now? If you can. Okay, cool. Right. You can take off the mustache. The blind.
So yeah, the first one is the most solid.
Okay.
Out of them all, like after feeling the others.
So, number 1, reveal yourself. So, what happens next? Sorry, I forgot. Liam, what happened?
The winner has to get
Shaved. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Are we shaving right now?
Yeah.
Yes. We're shaving.
But first.
There. All right. So it's now time for some news of our own. Many people have asked just how we do things here on Brit Live. So we've put together a behind-the-scenes video to show you how an episode gets from script to screen and what goes on behind the camera.
It's very kind of us. It's like not something that's like was a brief given to us that you kind of feel like, oh, we've got to do this now. It's kind of like, hang on, this is a good idea. Why don't we just do this? And it kind of just is really organic the way it kind of like grows and just is made. It's just really nice, pleasant experience.
Oh, it's very alive, like all the time. Like even when, because the show is live, even when the show's running, things are still coming in. We're still adding bits. We're still working out how to do stuff during the show, and it just gives it a really just alive and real sense.
I'm thinking of you and the things you do to me that make me love you. Now I'm living in ecstasy. I'm thinking of you and the things you do to me that make me love you. Now I'm living in ecstasy.
The show is really unique. No one's ever done anything like it before. It's a new way of watching television. Television is not normally online, and now we're streaming. We've gone from YouTube to Facebook, and now it's doubled our audience. And I think it really brings the Brit School together in a way that hasn't been done before.
I think there's nothing like it because no people at our age usually
get together like this and create such a huge project that keeps going for so long.
7, 6,
5 seconds.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well, whenever we're live, like, everyone's pretty much nervous because it's like, oh, is it gonna freeze? Is the sound gonna work? Is the auto cue gonna work? But like, it always it always goes fine, but you're always nervous. That's just kind of a standard.
Very stressful. Whenever I threw up before the first show, I was so nervous.
The feeling before starting a show is incredibly stressful. We always try to start on time, and but we always have a good time. And when we finish and when we go off air, we take a big group photo, and that's always the most rewarding part of the show, where everyone's relieved it's over. My 3 words to describe BRIT Live are stressful, exhilarating, but overall rewarding.
Unique, informative, and exciting.
I wouldn't describe BRIT Live as a show in 3 words because I couldn't think of 3 because there's way too many, but I would like to describe the team in 3 words because the show is all about the team that makes it, and they are the most committed, passionate and amazing people that I've ever known.
So, whilst we do this the rest of the show, George is going to be getting his beard shaved here. His moustache, sorry. And, he's going to do it himself. Luke's not going to do it.
It's like parting with it already.
And whilst he's doing that, we're just going to continue with the show. So there you have it. That's how we make BRIT Live. That's how we make the show you're watching.
The next month is very busy here at the Brit School. Let's take a look at what's coming up in December.
So, tonight at 7 p.m, Year 13 Musical Theatre are performing their show, and the winner is, in the OB Theatre.
On the 7th of December, Year 14 Bridge students present their interactive screening of Mean Girls.
And on the 12th of December, Year 12 Music Strand presents Eras of Pop, an evening of smash hits from 50s, 60s, 70s and 80s classics with Buddy Holly's Everyday, Duran Duran's Rio, and icons such as Cher's If I Could Turn Back Time.
On the 14th of December, the Dance Strand welcome you to attend their open invitation and insight into the hard work and achievement of the dance studios. Sit back and enjoy a mix of contemporary jazz, musical theatre, urban, ballet and tap dance, along some choreographic work.
Also on the 14th of December, Year 10 Music Strand presents a solo gig celebrating individual performance successes at Stanley Halls in Croydon.
And on the 19th of December, the Brit School's Perry Music Team present an evening of music for your entertainment in and around the foyer.
Now, to close today's show, we have a very special performance from Music Strand's Maddie Kemp with Wise Enough.
Take it away.
Go on, Maddie. Woo!
Turn off the lights in the lighthouse. I don't wanna find my way back. I wanna feel the shipwreck. I wanna feel the shipwreck. Don't steer to avoid the rocks. There's no point doing that now. I wanna feel it go down. I wanna feel it go down. But the water, it calls me like a beckoning. I follow the breeze in the distance. I hear a siren and I'm brought down to my knees. Wise enough to know so much better, young enough to change my mind, like the ocean changes tide. Temptation close enough to want it, far enough to not have it. I can't get away, 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 away. Don't make any calls to land. I don't want them to feel our fear.
What a fantastic performance. And now here we are presenting our very clean-shaven George. How's it feel to be moustache-free?
All the gel is in my mouth, so I can't speak.
Ooh. Don't forget to like and share. We'll see you on on the 21st of December for our Christmas special.
And if you're applying to the school, bear in mind that the Key Stage 4 applications close on the 5th of January, and creative arts subjects at Post 16 close on the 26th of January.
And very quickly, just a very happy birthday to my little brother Joshua, who turns 5 today. Thanks for watching, everyone, and goodbye.
Good night.